Hello guys, I am Shubham Kirme. So today our topic is polymorphism in Java. Yesterday and before yesterday we have seen that the sorting algorithms in Java. So let's move towards the today's topic. So our topic name is polymorphism in Java. So what is polymorphism in Java? So it is a concept by which we can perform a single action by different ways. So polymorphism is derived by the Greek Latin words. The first one Greek word is the poly and second one is morphs. The word poly means the many and the morphs means forms. So overall meaning of polymorphism is many forms. So polymorphism having there are the two types of polymorphism in Java. The first one is the compile time polymorphism and second one is the runtime polymorphism. And also we can perform polymorphism in Java method by overloading and the method overriding. If you overload a static method in Java, so it is the example of a compile time polymorphism. And here we focus on runtime polymorphism in Java. So let's move towards the first type, that is name is the compile time polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism, it is also known as the static polymorphism. This type of polymorphism is achieved by the function overloading or operator overloading. And so let's move toward the method overloading. When there are the multiple functions with the same name, but they are having the different parameters, then these functions are said to be the overloaded. The functions can be overloaded by change the number of arguments and a change in the type of that arguments. That's known as the method overloading. So we can take a second type, that is also known as the runtime polymorphism in Java, and it's also known as the dynamic method dispatch. So it is a process in which a function called to the overridden method is resolved at runtime. This type of polymorphism is achieved by the method overriding. Method overriding, on the other hand, occurs when a derived class. So derived class has a definition for one of the more members functions of the base, and that base functions is said to be overridden. So that's all about. So there are the second topic in polymorphism, that's also known as the runtime polymorphism in Java. Runtime polymorphism or dynamic method dispatch is a process in which call to an overridden method which is resolved at runtime and also rather than the compile time. In this process, an overridden method is called through the reference variable of the superclass. The determination of the method to be called is based on the object being referred to the past by the reference variable, and in that the upcasting is a subtopic. If the reference variable of the parent class refers to the object of the child class, it's known as upcasting. So for example, in a new method upcasting, we can use the reference variable of a class or an interface type. So let's we can take an example. In the interface having a class A, and in class A having the class B, and this class B extends the class A, and it overall that implements. So here is the relationship of class B would be the B ISA and B ISA second B as a first, B as a object. So since the object is the root of class of all classes in Java, so we can write B as a object. So example of Java runtime polymorphism is if you are creating the two classes, bike and splendor. Splendor class extends the bike class, and that class overrides its the run method, and we are calling the run method by the reference variable of parent class, since it refers to the subclass object, and the subclass method overrides the parent class method. So that the subclass method is invoked at runtime, since the method invocation is determined by the JVM, not the compiler. So it's also known as the runtime polymorphism. And so there are the different concepts of the polymorphic variables. Is the last topic of the polymorphism in Java. A variable is called the polymorphic, and if it refers to the different variables. A variable is called a polymorphic when it is refers to the different values under the different conditions. That's all about the whole introduction about the polymorphism in Java.